Get ready for an exciting finish to the MLB regular season. The playoff picture is coming into focus, and there's a new team shaking things up in the AL West. As we head into the final stretch, let's take a look at where each team stands. The contenders. These teams have already punched their tickets to the postseason. Brewers, Phillies, Cubs, Dodgers, Blue Jays, Padres, Yankees, Mariners. But here's where it gets interesting. The Seattle Mariners, after a long wait, have clinched the AL West title for the first time since 2001. And Cal Raleigh, their star slugger, added to the celebration by smashing his 60th homer of the season. It's a rare feat, and the Mariners are riding high, on the brink. These teams are just one step away from joining the playoff party. Red Sox, Guardians. The Red Sox took care of business against the Blue Jays, and now they're within striking distance of a postseason berth. But the AL East is a chaotic division, with the Yankees, Blue Jays, and Red Sox all in a tight race. The Yankees and Blue Jays are tied at the top, and the Red Sox are right behind. The tiebreaker situation adds an extra layer of intrigue. The Athletic's Chris Kirschner breaks it down. The Yankees and Blue Jays are tied, but Toronto has the edge in the tiebreaker. With 4 games left, here's how the Yankees can win the division. Yankees go 4-0 and Blue Jays go 3-1. Yankees go 3-1 and Blue Jays go 2-2. It's a tense situation, and the final games of the season will be crucial. AL Central, an AL East showdown. The Guardians, on a hot streak, have taken the lead in the AL Central, a division they were unlikely to claim just 100 days ago. The Tigers, who were once in the mix, are now in the wild card race. The Astros, despite their struggles, are still in the hunt for that final spot. National League race. Things are heating up in the NL, with a 3-way battle for the wild card spots. The Diamondbacks, despite losing key players to injuries and a trade deadline sell-off, are still in the mix. They're 1 game behind the Mets, who are also in a tight race with the Diamondbacks and Reds. The Marlins, on a surge, will host the Mets this weekend, while the Diamondbacks face the Padres. If the playoffs started today, in the American League, Toronto and Seattle would get first-round byes, with Toronto also having home field advantage throughout the ALCS. The AL Wildcard Series would feature the Tigers versus Guardians and the Red Sox versus Yankees. The ALDS would then pit the Yankees-Red Sox against the Blue Jays and the Tigers-Guardians against the Mariners. In the National League, the Brewers and Phillies would enter as the top 2 seeds, also receiving first-round byes. The NL Wildcard Series would match the Mets versus Dodgers and the Padres versus Cubs. The NLDS would then have the Dodgers-Mets facing the Phillies and the Cubs-Padres facing the Brewers. What to watch on Thursday? Tigers versus Guardians. A win for Cleveland could give them a 2-game lead in the AL Central. White Sox versus Yankees. Carlos Rodon looks to help the Yankees keep pace with Toronto in the AL East. Red Sox versus Blue Jays. A Boston win secures their postseason spot, while a Toronto loss could shake things up in the AL East. Dodgers versus Diamondbacks. Los Angeles aims to clinch the NL West, but the Diamondbacks are fighting to keep their season alive. Mets versus Cubs. Chicago needs to clinch the top wild card spot to avoid a trip to San Diego. Rockies versus Mariners. Seattle has a chance to claim the AL's top seed, and Cal Raleigh is just 2 homers away from tying Aaron Judge's AL single-season record. So, who will make it to the playoffs? The final days of the regular season are sure to be thrilling. Don't miss a moment.